Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Text Bros podcast with myself, Egerton.
It's me as well, I'm Raj.
Why the gap?
I thought you were going to introduce me, and then we were going to.
Shall we start over?
No. This has been kept in.
Yeah, no, we keep it in.
But also we have.
Me, Damien. Hi guys, it's the first time in 3 years I've sat in a room with you guys and spoke over a microphone. Although I think, Raj, this is actually the first time I've sat in a room with you during a podcast. Every other time that I have, the rare occasion I have turned up to one, which probably it's been a while.
Yeah,
I was on a virtual call with you guys. So
I mean, it's been a crazy few years.
It's been a crazy few years.
Yeah, exactly.
In case anyone's forgotten, the pandemic was a thing. COVID-19 was a thing.
Still is a thing.
Still a thing.
There's one guy who's
Wash
just
your
emerged
hands.
from a cave and he's like, "Wait, what? What did I miss?
The whole pandemic happened.
What the hell?"
It's still mad to me that we've experienced a pandemic in our lifetime.
Yeah.
With World War III on the cusp as well. But we
Oh,
won't go
God.
into that. I mean, we could probably talk about the tech of the Russians, but I don't know if that would be a taboo subject to have here. But it's not very good, I heard. Anyway.
Yes. And today we are going to talk about how technology has changed how we shop. So, let's start with, has anyone had any experiences on, how can I say, how technology has enhanced their shopping experience? For example, let's say try-on features, or through apps that allow you to try on a piece of clothing, and it kind of shows you how it's going to look if you bought the item.
Things like augmented reality and things
Exactly.
like that. Yes. So the only thing I've used, which I mentioned before we started recording to you guys, these glasses that I'm wearing, I bought with Glasses Direct. I think it was them. Not a paid sponsorship. They obviously have a try-on feature, so you upload a picture of yourself and they superimpose the glasses on your face. Doesn't beat the real thing, I'm very much a fan of going into things like places like Specsavers or whatever and trying on their glasses. And for me, that's really the definitive way of knowing whether or not something fits my face or looks good in the shape of my face. But this time I risked it. I risked the augmented reality. I liked what I saw, so I went ahead and purchased them. And it was a good choice. I think it enhanced my experience. I didn't even have to leave my home.
I think it's it works well for people who want to know how things look on them, especially for clothes. Yeah. Of course, it doesn't tell you how it fits around your.
No. I think that kind of thing is going to be very difficult for women, since despairingly, women's clothing is never consistent between brands and with sizes. And my partner would turn around and say, she'd shop one place, it should be one size, and she'd shop another place, it should be another size, and I'm just like, I wear 38 wasted trousers and they fit me every time sometimes. So I can imagine how they're going to make it work when it comes to different body shapes and sizes. Like, how good can it be, how reliable can it be, because what you get in reality is not necessarily going to be exactly the same. So but I have no experience in that personally. I'd like to know if there's anyone out there in Radio Land who's done this or used this, whether or not they've experienced this and what the feedback is. I think I'd be really interested to find that out. Have you guys tried? Is there something you've tried?
Not really per se. I think the only thing that I've seen, which I haven't tried yet, which I really should, because it saves me the hassle, is I'm not sure if it was JD's or another shoe shop that actually allowed you to see what the trainer looks like on your feet, and it was through an app. And I think when I was looking at it initially, I was just like, yeah, it's this not the same, because it may look good on the app, but when you go to the store and then you kind of put it on, that experience you still kind of need, because it may not be the same. It may not be the same, and I think that's what I've kind of been caught up with before. It's like I've bought stuff online, I'm thinking, yeah, it's going to be good, but when it arrives home, then it's just like, oh, it doesn't fit well, it doesn't look good on me.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
it's kind of an experience too with clothing. Like in theory,
yes,
it may look good on you with the augmented reality or whatever way it applies the clothing onto you, but
physically,
unless you physically try it out yourself, you never.
That's it.
And I think that's the thing. That's where it's going to be imperfect, because technology can't predict taste.
Yeah.
I don't really think. Well, they can predict taste. They can say, well, this person buys these sort of things. So based on that, I mean, we get it all the time with advertising, targeted advertising. You know, you're being targeted specifically for your taste. But whether it actually works on you, I mean, the amount of things I see advertised to me, genuinely, I'm like, oh, why the bloody hell am I getting? Why am I getting this targeted to me? Just because I mentioned, I don't know, Reebok or something. Is Reebok a thing anymore?
Yeah, Reebok's still there. Yeah.
I'm out of touch, but
I guess I don't really know how much extra it offers when you have clothes, specifically with clothes online, where you have pictures of the clothes and you'll have pictures of models wearing them.
Yeah.
I don't know how much extra you get from being able to superimpose the clothes onto yourself.
No,
because it doesn't tell you a lot about how it fits your body and that sort of thing. I mean, I don't think through that sort of technology you're going to, get the idea that the clothes are going to be really loose or really tight.
Everybody's body type is different.
Yeah, but I don't know how much extra it kind of gives you compared to just if you're shopping online and you see clothes, just, pictures of clothes on the page, and you maybe imagine what you would look like in wearing them. I don't know how much extra it gives you. Maybe for non-clothes, I guess for other products. So what I've seen is, for example, home speaker systems or things related to interior design, where you can put in a picture of your living room and it can
yeah. Oh, IKEA do something similar. You could do that with IKEA's. Have you used IKEA's app before?
No, I haven't.
So you can select certain furniture types and you can put it in your room with your camera on your phone, and it's tries to scale, put the item in, and I've actually used it for things like calyxes and whatnot, and it's pretty accurate, and it's really given me a good idea of what it would look like in my room.
Yeah.
See, this is how I know it won't work for my room, because my room is a shoebox.
So yeah, I mean, I guess there's some benefits. I think for household stuff you could be a bit more accurate with it, but clothing I think is definitely what's the word? A software challenge, we'll say.
I wonder about like virtual reality, like putting clothes on yourself and then you looking at yourself in the mirror.
Oh hell no!
I mean, do you know what? That's probably a bit better, because it's perspective, right? If you see a picture of yourself with thing, but if you're doing it from your perspective and you're looking in a mirror, you know what you look like in a mirror. It's reversal. It's how you see yourself every day.
Yeah.
So that'd probably be a better, more representative experience for you to be able to do that, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And funny enough, another thing that I've noticed, especially because I buy a lot of clothes from Jacamo because they do my size, but not only Jacamo, but other sites start doing this thing called True Fit.
What's that?
So it's just like, it kind of looks at what you've bought in the past, and it kind of says, oh, if you choose this size will be a true fit to what you wear, And I'm like, but how do you know that's a true fit to me? That's the thing. I'm like, how does it come to the conclusion that one time you might buy something extra large, but then next time a large would probably be more suitable for you? It's like, how do you calculate that?
And it's not like do you give feedback on the
clothes?
No. Okay, so it's not learning anything.
It's not learning anything, but I don't know how this true fit actual function actually works.
That's interesting.
Because you can actually get messed up on that, because you'd be like, oh, okay, let me buy a large. It doesn't fit. So, yeah, I really don't know how that works. But, it would be nice to actually know what the technology is behind that and how it comes to the conclusion that something is your true fit.
So it says no more measuring, no more guesswork, just a few questions about you and your best fitting brands, and we'll find the size that fits you like a glove. Whose phone is on?
That's me, I apologise.
Unbelievable.
I apologise. Let me try and switch this off. Damn it won't switch off. Cut! Hold on a minute. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
The wonderful mute button.
Yes.
Sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, so I'm just looking at the Giacomo TrueFit website. So it says that so did it ask you questions about sort of brands you like and?
Yeah, so it asked me what brands I like, but again, how do you come to that conclusion?
So it asks for like brands you like, what sort of things you want, like shirts or whatever.
Yeah.
It asks if your height and your weight, and then it asks how old you are, and then from that, I guess it's supposed to generate like a bunch of sizes, because like on Giacomo, is there variance in sizes? So like if a large for one brand is different from a large for another brand.
No, it's usually the same throughout for Giacomo. Yeah, it's usually the same.
Because I think what they're trying to say is that different brands have different things that fit different sort of body types. So like the sizes aren't really the same, I guess. Maybe, for example, like around the shoulders, certain brands are tighter than others, or something like that.
Yeah, that's true. I've noticed that with Primark as well, because what is it? I've bought shirts from them. I don't know what is with them and their shirts. So you get shirts that are not on the hanger, they fit fine, but the ones on the hanger, same size, they don't fit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't understand that, but hey, that's another discussion for another day.
Have you ever gotten help with buying clothes from like human shop assistants?
Yes, like a suit.
A suit, yeah.
Yeah, no,
that's an important one.
Yeah, like a suit.
Yeah.
I have had in the past female store colleagues give me opinions on clothing I was wearing. Some I disagree with personally. My experience with the suit place was really good. So for last year I went to Cannes Film Festival and I needed a suit, and it was my first time actually getting a tailored suit, so that was really good experience. I think nothing really beats an expert eye on things and the real deal. You can't get measured tailored suits with technology. I don't think it doesn't know, can't see all the dimensions of you, at least not accurately anyway. And then obviously there's a human element to tailoring as well, so I don't think that would be pointless. If you just start with a human, you have a human doing it, you end with a human wearing it, so it just makes sense to have that kind of thing. What about your experiences with in-store technology? Have you, this is not just about clothing, I mean just your experience in general with the shopping experience in general. I'm finding less and less store colleagues on the shop floors, and generally speaking I'm seeing a lot more of just people assisting when technology isn't doing its job, or with people who don't know how to use the technology. I worked in retail before, so I'm used to understanding how self-scan systems work, because I've had to assist customers in the past. But now it's everywhere. It's literally in every store. They're removing the workforce. And where are we going to get to a point? Well, we're going to get to a point where technology is going to remove. There's this fear, right? People say, "Wow, technology's taken our jobs." It's getting really close to that, and it's really, and it's getting better. Technology still has problems, and most of the problems are to do with the people using the technology, not necessarily the technology itself. How far are we from a storeless. I mean, that's kind of already happening. Have you been to the Amazon Fresh stores?
Oh yeah, that's one of my favourite places to go to.
They're great. An undisturbed shopping experience. Have you been to Amazon Fresh?
Yeah, I've been to the Amazon one. Yeah, being able to sort of, you feel weird walking in.
I feel like I'm
stealing. Yeah,
I feel like a thief.
Yeah, it's just you walk in, you get something, you walk out, and this just feels wrong, you know.
Yeah.
Like you haven't talked to anyone or
No.
interfaced with like a self checkout in the experience, right? It's just it feels
wrong.
It feels weird.
Although saying that, and I've noticed this recently because a lot of people now do, filming the experience of going into Amazon Go store on TikTok. And there's still people there. Especially where you don't even have an Amazon account, which is usually how you get into one of those Amazon Go stores. That there's now there's people that are actually still there that could actually take manual payments, which I didn't actually see. I think I've been to 2 Amazon Go stores and I didn't see that. So I don't know if that's the new thing now, where they're kind of opening it up to people that don't actually have Amazon accounts and say, yeah, you can still shop here. And we'll take a payment. So that's a really interesting thing to see.
So there's another example that I've seen, which is a French retail chain called Carrefour.
Oh yeah, Carrefour, my favourite.
So they
I don't know these places. I don't shop.
So they track customers using a virtual avatar, and they have 2,000 sensors that are built into the shelves of the shops, and 60 cameras, so that when a customer picks up a product, it's added to a virtual cart. And when they finish shopping, they just validate their purchase by just passing through the terminal, and it automatically makes a contact.
Fresh works.
It's a pretty sort of similar process, but the idea is that you don't interact with people at all. You just pick stuff up, you get out, and then that's it.
That's it. You get the bill.
Yeah.
Which is still crazy to me.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's so accurate as well. I've never had any issues in the 2 times that I've been where I've picked up something and I decided I didn't want it, and I've put it down.
Yeah.
And it came accurate, and it says like, yeah, you didn't take it. There you go. Get billed accordingly. So it is pretty fascinating.
I think with the clothes example we were talking about, there's definitely you can see how the human touch is useful.
Still
there.
required. I think tailoring is definitely not something that's going to be replaced by technology unless they do build the ultimate android that can basically undo this stuff with precision and without hurting someone.
You look wonderful in that.
You would say that when you metal.
It really brings out your eyes.
Oh god. Yeah, no, I'm sure those people the people in those sort of professions, they're safe.
Yeah, but I think for things like this, where it's grocery shopping, where maybe that human element is not as important. I mean, even with self checkouts now, you occasionally may ask a shop worker where something is in like a big supermarket, but apart from that, a lot of their job just seems to be fixing the self checkouts, unexpected items and
unexpected items. Oh, we need to verify your age.
Verifying your age. I mean, I guess,
And I'm still like, well, actually, I always laugh when it says you have to verify my age. Till this day, I still haven't been ID'd. And I'm 32.
It's been revealed here today, folks. Egerton is 32.
I'm sure everybody knows I'm 32.
I'm the same age as you, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
How old are you, Raj?
I am 27.
Mate, you're a baby. No, I'm joking. Do you know what? You're always so mature, so you always come across as wiser than me. In all of our conversations, I feel like you have something to teach me, and that's a beautiful thing.
Well, thank you. That's very kind. I mean, this isn't the Compliment Bros podcast.
No, that's right. Well, I mean, it's been a few years, so I think a few compliments are owed. But
That's fair.
excuse me.
Yeah, so
overall, I was gonna say, like, it's been a good experience. Do you think technology is benefiting you, like, in a way? Like, have you guys used Amazon locally to you? Do you get the same day delivery Amazon? I don't get that, but I know some people have in the past.
I do.
Does it work? Is it worth everything?
You know what? So
Amazon is taking over everything still and dominating the market.
It's worth it when you need something quick. When you need something quick, or even next day delivery. When you need something, normally it will take like 3 or 4 days for it to come, and then you get Amazon Prime, and it's like, oh, we can deliver it to you either today or tomorrow, and I'm just like, yes.
You ever tried Amazon Now?
Amazon Now?
That's like even quicker than Prime. It's like same day, like in a few hours.
That's insane.
I think it's only available in specific locations. So in central London, you can.
Of course, it is.
Yeah. So in central London, you can get it. So I think when I was working there briefly, I tried a couple of Amazon Now deliveries, and literally it was within 1 or 2 hours you get something delivered. And these are not just grocery products. These are other things that are on Amazon, non technology and stuff like that as well. Even so. It's kind of wild that you can want something and you can just get it.
Delivered to your door, no question asked.
Yeah,
it's mad, isn't it? So that's not available where I live at the moment, so I can't benefit from this. But I've seen people use it. Like, so a colleague of mine, he said, "I really want these headphones," and he ordered them, and he goes, "They should be there by the time I get home." And I went, "But it's today." And he's like, yeah, and they're like £50 cheaper on Amazon than they were in a store that we just walked into. This is in London, mind.
Yeah.
And I'm there like, my mind exploded because I haven't experienced it. I only found out like a year ago that this was the thing.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. So, Amazon Now. You've tried?
Oh, the you mean the stores or just the?
No, as in the
same day delivery. Is it Amazon Now or is it just Prime?
So Amazon Now is like the same, like a few hours maybe. Yeah. Amazon Prime might be same day, but could be like the day after latest.
But who needs headphones in 2 hours? Like
I do.
I mean, if I've left my headphones at home, I need to.
Yeah, I do.
So you're gonna buy £70 headphones and you need them now. Can't have no cheap headphones.
I'll buy the cheap one.
What am I gonna do?
$12.99 JVC headphones from WH Smith.
What am I gonna do? Not listen to music?
I mean, I came up here and I left my headphones at home.
Listen, my commute to work is long enough.
My commute to work is me falling out of bed. So I can't complain. And I understand your peril.
Mm-hmm.
But you have an agenda to talk about. I feel like I'm now hosting. Sorry,
no,
let me
fine.
take over.
You can take over.
I just want to make sure, like we're on topic and stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you had something to discuss with us. What was that about?
What? Did I?
I think you did.
What was it specifically? You remember?
No. Well, we'll talk about my thing first while I try and remember what your thing is. I had a very long walk here, guys. I hope you remember.
I've just been told that there's a thing I'm discussing, apparently.
No, it was.
Was there?
No.
No?
Are you not?